Welcome back to OTR. Sky 5 in the air over an area that you have likely driven through a million times, and you've seen that land a million times. It was recently announced that $335 million in federal funds had been granted to Massachusetts for the massive project in Allston that will bring elevated lanes on the Pike down to the ground level, also adding a commuter rail stop and transforming that area for commercial, residential, and academic use. The overall budget is around $2 billion. Again, with the state of the MBTA and money for everything, how do we make that money work?
We still have more applications for federal funding, but I think it goes to the strategies we've talked about. We have to look at more revenue options, and that's what this administration's looking at. And for the task force, that's what we have to deliver by December 31st.
So more revenue options. We just talked about tolls on the Cape Bridges. There are tolls already existing on the Mass Pike. Might they be raised to pay for this project?
We're looking at every possible option.
And some critics have said that project puts too much emphasis on cars. It's right by the river. It's a beautiful walkway, as anyone who has walked along there down to the Esplanade knows. Should more emphasis be placed on pedestrians?
There is a major emphasis put on environmental justice. We applied for reconnecting neighborhoods. That's what this is about. What a lot of people don't realize, you have people living there who can't actually access the water. They are completely divided. So it's not just about pedestrians, cyclists, and especially mass transit. It's about giving those people the same quality of life that other residents of Cambridge already have.
What was the term you just, environmental justice?
Environmental justice.
I've never heard that. What does it mean? Is it an umbrella to include? You should have access to the water? I mean, whatever. I'm simplifying it, but is that
no, basically, it's communities, usually disadvantaged, who are surrounded by industrial. They're surrounded by buildings and walls, who have no access to water, no access to parks. This project's also 4 acres of park space for these communities.
So and you've been on the Pike, right? So instead of doing that, you're going to go straight through when and if it's eventually completed.
Yes.
But logic might say, okay, that's a wonderful thing, but don't we have to take care of the T and then take care of that? Can you juggle both at the same time?
We're doing both at the same time. We're building West Station, which is going to be a huge multimodal center for the MBTA, not just with buses, but also for the Worcester commuter line.
When will we see an electrified commuter rail? A lot of folks have said that would be helpful for a lot of the lines that the commuter rail serves. Is that going to be possible in our lifetime?
Yes. Decarbonization, we're looking at that for all of our modes. The commuter rail contract is going to be reprocured. Everyone throughout this nation is looking at, can you do battery electric trains on our commuter rail?
But in the meantime, can't you at least do overhead wires? They already exist on the Providence line, and yet there's still no electrified commuter service there.
The amount of time it would take to put up more catenary wire, and the other thing is we need trains that can accept it. It's not just enough to put up the wire, because we don't have trains for commuter rail like we have the Green Line trolleys.
So do you like the job?
I love it. I know it sounds insane. I love it.
No, I mean, it's just 24/7, 365. You never have a rest. You never have a break from it. You're always dealing with something because there's something here.
I mean, transportation is a big part of all our lives. I'm frustrated. Being able to actually try and change that, that's a huge opportunity. It really is.
Great to have you with us this morning. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.